What's up? This is Alex with SideQuest Games, bringing you an achievement guide for the old-fashioned way achievement, which is to beat any horde map without building any turrets. Now, the map you're going to want to choose is Emerald Forest. I would definitely recommend using a character like Blake because she has her stun blades. And with this, you're going to be focusing all the enemy's attention towards you, and you're really going to need them. If you have any of her other abilities with her general perks that will increase your survivability and health, then that will be beneficial. If not, like I don't, that is okay too. Now, the primary strategy to surviving on solo without turrets is going to be grouping up enemies and attacking them all at once with AoE damage and really timing those ultimates to do as much damage as possible. Some ways to do this is bouncing between targets with your range attacks, getting 1 or 2 hits, and then moving on to the next enemy. It is also going to be important to keep an eye on your stations as well as on your minimap. As you can see, I had a Deathstalker almost get past me and attack that station, so I was able to pull its attention. Once wave 3 is complete, you're going to want to head over the bridge towards stations 2 and 3. These ones are easily the hardest to defend simply because of how far apart they are. The best strategy that I found was sitting out in this canyon area here while hitting enemies with ranged attacks and grouping them up together. Some of the waves you will face here are going to have a lot of enemies. It is random what kind of enemies you will face, so just keep that in mind. Another good strategy to keeping that ad control is trying your best to split them into 2 groups. While one group is stunned, you can focus on the other group and vice versa. I would recommend choosing ranged attacks over your melee attacks because survivability is going to be key here, and with this many enemies, melee attacks can keep you very exposed. Once wave 6 is complete, you are going to want to head back over the bridge to defend stations 4 and 5. With these 2 stations, the strategy is going to be very similar to the last 2 stations where you are going to try and group all the enemies in this hallway here by the steps. You will want to keep an eye on station 4 just because of how far away it is compared to station 5. Now, the best way I found to survive these enemies, especially the waves with a lot bigger enemies, is going to be staying very mobile and dancing around them using your jump and dash midair. I found it is better to dodge an attack by jumping away from it rather than blocking it, because when blocking, you will still be exposed to other enemies that are attacking you. With some of these bigger enemies, you may find it in your best interest to just whittle it down with ranged attacks until they die. Getting up close and personal may sound fun, but it is a much quicker way to die, and some of these enemies hit really hard. Since a lot of this strategy is rinse and repeat and some trial and error, I'm going to let the gameplay just keep going to give you an idea of how my playthrough went. Killing that last Ursa in the most epic way possible is going to get you the old-fashioned way achievement. We're at 50 gamer score right now. It is still a diamond achievement, and it will give you bragging rights to all your friends about how pro you are because you just soloed horde mode without building any turrets. Hope this guide was able to help you. This is Alex of SideQuest Games. I'm going to be doing a few more achievement guides in RWBY Grimm Eclipse. I'll be doing a full guide on the Beacon Graduate achievement, which is to reach Hunter rank 10. If there's any achievements you want guides for, then let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching.